Way, right?
She's
I
not
will
here and ready to
hold
go.
the typical rule. I'll wait one more minute. The typical rule is that we do not allow substitutions. So once we start, Aaron would not be able to come in. So if you want to hold, I can hold. If you want to start.
Let's hold for 1 minute. See if she
Okay.
can get here. That's cool. Nick, it's not you.
It's Aaron.
Nick and I had this conversation this weekend. I was not going to play, actually. So
Yeah, we talked about this already.
Yeah.
Planned it all out.
I know.
Now, Nick, did you paint that painting over your left shoulder?
Yeah, my daughters and I made that. It's actually made out of duct tape.
Oh, wow.
And I would bring it down, but it's like sort of stuck up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all duct tape, and we did it for one of their birthday parties ages ago.
That's awesome. I don't think I've noticed it before. It hasn't been behind you.
No, I was in a different location before. I just moved up to this
That's
one.
what
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, sorry I'm late.
No problem.
To who am I kicking out?
Not kicking anybody out.
Oh,
I'm
Nick.
Bowing out
I'm gonna miss you,
gracefully.
bud. I'm gonna miss
gracefully,
you.
gracefully.
All right,
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Aaron, the game code is 736. 736.
Whew, I was so stressed. I saw my meeting running over. I was like, I gotta go, you guys. Okay.
All right, that looks good.
Sorry, I still have my my conference background on.
Cool. I think we're good. Aaron, quick buzzer check. Excellent. All right. I think we are good to go. I'm going to shrink you all to the side here. That's good. Okay. All right. Jeopardy board is from. I have to find it first. Oh, that sounds great. My children are playing very well together. My Jeopardy board is from 2017. 2017. We begin again, 4 categories per. Then we do 2 pub trivia, 2 per for everybody. First round, I'll remind you of it. Second round, I will deduct points. No Googling, no typing, no chatting. If you have work come up, just give a shout that, hey, I have to answer this work thing. I won't believe you, but at least it'll be something that we can keep on record. And then we'll move on from there. You all have done amazingly well on TPT this year, so let's continue that on. We start with streaming episodes. Streaming episodes. For 1 point, Mindy and the Nanny and Hot Mess Time Machine. Mindy and the Nanny and Hot... Aaron.
The Mindy Project?
That is correct for 1 point. So now you see, I'll give you the episodes, you name the show. For 2 points, Windsor and Gloriana. Windsor and Gloriana. Chelsea?
The Crown?
That is correct for 2 points. Streaming episodes, Horse Majeure and One Trick Pony. Horse Majeure and One Trick Pony. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One of the darkest cartoons ever, BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman. Streaming episodes, if you haven't watched it, it's a trip. Streaming episodes, 4 points. Offred and Birthday. Aaron?
Handmaid's Tale?
That is correct for 4 points. All right. Tape 1, side A, and tape 7, side A. Petros?
13 Reasons Why.
That is correct for 5 points. All right, we move on to Around the Jeopardy Library. Around the Jeopardy Library. For 1 point, we still browse Encyclopedia Britannica, last printed in 2010 and first printed in this UK country in 1768. We still browse Encyclopedia Britannica. Aaron?
Great Britain?
That is incorrect. Minus 1 point. I'll read it one more time for Cradle of Trivialization. We still browse Encyclopedia Britannica, last printed in 2010 and first printed in this UK country in 1768. Pass.
Anybody?
I'm thinking UK countries.
Is it 1768? It could be here. I don't know. Anybody got a 1 point guess?
Mm-mm.
We pass.
You pass. Scotland. Scotland is the answer. Around the Jeopardy library for 2 points. We hope violating a commandment is not how we came to have a Bible from this group that provides them free to hotels. Merle?
Gideons.
Gideons is correct. If anyone's ever listened to Rocky Raccoon. Around the Jeopardy library, 3 points. The more than 6,000 entries in this Food Lover's Companion include this dish made by Aaron?
The joy of cooking.
That is incorrect. Minus 3 points. I will finish the clue. The more than 6,000 entries in the Food Lover's Companion include this dish made by stirring hot stock into sauteed rice.
I'm gonna say risotto if nobody objects. Okay,
I'm-
it's risotto.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct for 3 points. Around the Jeopardy library for 4 points. Veni, vidi, vidi is a quote from Caesar out of the 18th edition of this man's quotations, first published in 1855. Veni, vidi, vidi is a Petros.
Bartlett's?
Bartlett's quotations is correct for 4 points. And isn't it Veni, vidi, vici? I was, or am I No? Yes? Maybe?
You're right.
Yeah. All right, because that's not what it says here. As I was reading it, I actually knew something for once and felt like I couldn't correct myself. 5 points around the Jeopardy library. The latest World Almanac, remember this is 2017. The latest World Almanac keeps up on changes like this new name with no republic for the land where Prague is located. The latest, Merle?
Czechia.
That is correct for 5 points. Okay, I am keeping score, so please keep an eye on the score as light just flashed. The storms are coming. All right, an edif.
You need to add the points for that one.
I added five. It was 12-5,
Oh.
and now it's 17-5.
Oh, it didn't update on mine. Never mind.
Nope. Refresh your browser. Make sure your buzzer's working. So if my power goes out, sorry. So if that happens, we'll pause where we are. What's
Yeah,
up?
Patrick, you're not showing up on. Oh, there we go.
All right, an edifice complex. An edifice complex. Guy Fawkes and Sir Walter Raleigh were guests at this landmark. Sir Thomas More did not make it out alive. Aaron.
The Tower of London.
That is correct for 1 point. An edifice complex. This Southeast Asian country boasts the Petronas Towers 1 and 2. 1,400. Merle?
Malaysia.
Malaysia is correct for 2 points. Isn't Patronus also a Harry Potter spell? Okay. An edifice complex. My power is probably going out at some point. By the way, these lights are flashing. An edifice complex. 3 points. The German founders of Anaheim would be happy Disneyland has this heroine's castle inspired by Chuck.
Sleeping Beauty.
Say that again.
Sleeping Beauty.
That is correct for 3 points. All right. Thank you for also not making me say Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein. All right. 4 points. We need a surprise substitution. We go to the 20th century for 4 points. The 20th century for 4. I'm shutting this light off before it blows up in my face. All right. 20th century, 4 points. This system of 3D photography was invented in the 1940s. The 1960 invention of the laser made it much more efficient. This system of 3D photography was invented in the 1940s. The 1960 invention of the laser made it much more efficient. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holography. Holography. And we need a second surprise substitution here. We stay in the 20th century. Forces of this nation held off Viet Minh attacks at Dien Bien Phu for 56 days, but finally surrendered on May 7th, 1954. Forces of this nation held off Viet Minh attacks at Dien Bien Phu for 56. Petros.
France?
France is correct for 5 points. Can I help you? Yes, you can have a juice box.
Sorry.
It's all right. Do better next time.
You know we're talking on the phone.
Who are you talking on the phone with?
Grandma. I'm just kidding.
Okay. You just didn't pay attention to her? Okay. All right. I was recording the Purdue Global Chancellor before, and the youngest one came barreling in, and we had to remind the kids that when the door is closed, they're not supposed to come in. The 3-year-old doesn't get it. The 7-year-old doesn't stop her. So this is where we end up. Never have I ever. Never have I ever is our final first round category. 25-8, the current score. Never have I ever walked on this 5th planet from the sun, as it consists mostly of hydrogen and helium. Never have. Petros?
Jupiter.
That is correct for 1 point. Never have I ever climbed to the top of the 275-foot General Sherman, a giant this type of tree located in the same named national park. Aaron?
Sequoia?
Sequoia is correct for 2 points. I don't know if you guys saw today, but the new name of Yosemite is Yosemite. Yosemite. You can check that on Twitter later to find out what I'm referencing. Never have I ever, never have I ever, never have I ever sung You and Me, but mostly me, or Tomorrow is a Latter Day in this show on a Broadway stage. Aaron.
The Book of Mormon.
The Book of Mormon, a very funny show that by the end of it, you realize the characters aren't the jerk, but you are for assuming things throughout it. It's pretty amazing. Never have I ever for 4 points. Run this cabinet department that includes U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. RW.
The Department of Homeland Security.
That is correct for 4 points. 31-12 our score. Never have I ever hung out with this Norse god who helped the blind Hoder commit murder by mistletoe. Hung out with this, Chelsea.
Loki?
That is correct for 5 points. All right, we go to pub trivia, everybody's favorite part of TPT this year. Here we go. Where'd they go? All right. At the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery, whose portrait depicts him holding a computer disk? At the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery, whose portrait depicts him holding a computer disk? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. This felt fitting for me. At the National Spelling Bee, official pronouncers may provide all. Oh, sorry. Nope, can't do it. Damn it. They didn't ask a question properly, so I can't use it. It was synonyms. They can provide synonyms. Anyway, they can't provide synonyms. Sorry. All right, continuing on. The Flemings and the Walloons are the 2 predominant cultural groups of what country? Merle.
Belgium.
That is correct for 3 points. 3 more to go in this category.
Sorry, my buzzer's not working.
Refresh. Join back. There we go. Excellent. All right, here we go. Often read at weddings. The Bible verse 1 Corinthians. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Often read at weddings, the Bible verse 1 Corinthians 13:4 begins, love is patience, love is what? Chelsea.
Kind?
Kind. That is correct for 3 points. See, I just knew Chelsea was going to buzz in. All right, so I didn't actually have to clear it. All right, 2 more to go. At what location are you most likely to find a book called a hymnal? Aaron.
A church?
That is correct for 3 points. All right, 1 more to go. The full title of the REM song, It's the End of the World as We Know It, contains what parent? Aaron?
And I Feel Fine.
That is correct for 3 points. Almost did that for Kaplan Karaoke, but didn't master it before I had to record. So we continue on.
That in high school because I thought it would be a really cool thing to do.
Yep.
So now I can sing it at karaoke with my eyes closed, and it's still not a cool thing to do.
Very well. Very well. I will take that under advisement for next time. All right. 5 more to go. The government-sponsored company known as Fannie Mae specializes in helping people do what? Aaron.
Go to college, finance college.
That is incorrect. Minus 3 points.
Home loans?
Yeah.
I was thinking home loans.
It's right. Secure home loans.
That is correct for 3 points.
You were thinking Sally Mae, Aaron.
Sally Mae. Exactly right.
Those Mays.
Those May sisters. All right, let's continue on here. The Grammy-winning soundtrack to "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" features the music of what genre? Aaron?
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass is correct. You're now out for the next three, as you've buzzed twice. All right. The hammer, anvil, and stirrup are common names for the three bones located in RW.
Your ear.
Your ear. That are the three bones that are misaligned in my oldest daughter ear, causing her to need a hearing aid. So we learned all about the inner ear. The hope is that as she grows, they'll actually realign. So they haven't done surgery, but surgery is possible when she's older. All right, three more to go. Now you know. Oh, two more to go. Sorry. Let's see here. Backyard gas grills are commonly fueled by a liquid form of what compound? Misha.
Propane.
That is correct. All right. Two more to go. Banned in some areas, the controversial method by which natural gas is extracted. RW?
Fracking.
Fracking or hydrofracking would have been accepted here. All right. One more to go. The head chef of a restaurant is often assisted by a person with what title? Misha.
The sous chef.
That is correct for 3 points. All right. Back to Jeopardy we go. Double Jeopardy is here. Streaming episodes. Streaming episodes. Slightly different version of streaming episodes. You'll see from the first clue. This second longest river in Europe begins where the streams Breg and Bragich merge into the Black Forest. The second longest river in Europe begins where the streams Breg, B-R-E-G, and Brigach, B-R-I-G-A-C-H, merge in the Black Forest. 5, 4, Chelsea?
Is it the Rhine?
The Rhine is incorrect. Also an incorrect answer given on the show, -2 points. Pass it over to See Think Destroy. Do you want me to read it one more time?
No.
Please.
Yes. Petros just wants to hear it. I'm pretty sure it's the Danube if it starts in the Black Forest.
I was thinking Danube too, but I wasn't sure. Should we go with
Yeah, I wasn't
Danube?
confident enough to ring in. Let's do
Dan,
it.
if you want to read it one more time, you
I
can,
think
but
the
we're going to
Rhine
go with
is the
Danube.
longest. I think the Rhine is the longest and Danube second, but I could be wrong.
I'm cool with going for it.
Do it. It's 2 points.
Danube, Dan. Danube.
Don't damn me. Danube is correct for 2 points. All right, streaming episodes. A stream flows vertically through the center of a work he painted during his second stay in Tahiti. A stream flows vertically through the center of a... Petros?
Go again.
That is correct for 4 points. Maybe you'll get to go again next. Petros.
Only if Dan is Ubing.
That's right. We're on YouTube. Does that count? Streaming episodes for 6 points. The Old Man in the Sea begins. He was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in this warm ocean current. RW.
I no longer know.
Do you have a guess?
Santiago kills that marlin in the Gulf, which has a current called I don't know.
I don't believe it's
Sorry.
called I don't know, but
Sorry,
we will
team.
subtract 6 points there. Pass it over. I'll read it one more time. Petros and team. The Old Man in the Sea begins. He was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in this warm ocean current.
Okay, as
Any
the
ideas?
resident marine biologist, I know all currents, but I don't know where this book is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be around Cuba, but I don't like most of it's in the Caribbean. But I don't know. Or it might not be though. I mean, I remember reading it, but I
Pass or play?
Pass.
Pass. Yes.
RW, you were right there. The Gulf Stream. The Gulf
Oh,
Stream
it's,
was the right
it's
answer.
called the Gulf Stream.
In fact,
I
it
should have
is.
just guessed the Gulf Stream.
I
reread the
actually
book, it's the best
reacted
book.
when you said golf and tried to hide it right away because I didn't want to be keep going. Like, you're there.
This is
Streaming
my plug for
episodes.
it's the best book that
Yeah.
has been written.
All right.
Even if I didn't remember it was the Gulf Stream.
That's fair. Streaming episodes for 8 points. In 1960, she set up a camp to study chimpanzees at the Gombe. Misha?
Jane Goodall.
I saw you mouth it. I didn't hear you. I assume this
Jane
is my
Goodall.
Zoom
Jane
issues.
Goodall.
Can you mute and come back on?
Jane Goodall.
Yeah. So did everybody else hear him? Yeah. So for some reason, certain people unmute. I don't hear them. And then when they mute and unmute again, I do. So yes, Jane Goodall is the correct answer. So I have a ticket in with Zoom. I wish Nick was still here. But anyway, we go to 10 points. That doesn't feel like an 8-point or double Jeopardy $1,600 clue. Streaming
And
episodes.
coffee could have been a wrong answer. I don't know.
Right. A Turkish river gave us this word for a U-shaped bend in a stream's course. Now it also means to take a winding course. A Turkish river gave us this word for a U-shaped bend in a stream's course. Now it also means to take a winding course. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody have a guess? Because I feel like this meander is correct.
Damn it.
From page to multiplex. From page to multiplex. For 2 points. Zachary Gordon played Greg Heffley, the title diarist of this 210 movie version of the Jeff Kinney novel for kids. Zachary, Chelsea.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
That is correct for 2 points. From page to multiplex, 4 points. Ted Chiang's Story of Your Life became this film with Amy Adams as a linguistics professor. Ted Chiang's CHIANG''S Story of Your Life became this film with Amy Adams as a linguistics professor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arrival was the name of the movie. Arrival. From page to multiplex, 6 points. Lisa Genova's novel about a woman with early onset Alzheimer's became this Julianne Moore film. Lisa Genova's GENOVA''S novel about a woman with early onset Alzheimer's became this Julianne Moore film. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still Alice. Still Alice was the answer. From page to multiplex. Based on Stephen King, this 2017 film has Idris Elba as the gunslinger in pursuit of Matthew McConaughey's Man in Black. Misha.
The Dark Tower.
That is correct for 8 points. All right. And for 10 points. The 1963 Western HUD was based on Horsemen Pass By, his first novel. In the 1963 Western HUD, H-U-D, was based on Horsemen Pass By, his first novel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How dare you not know Larry McMurdy?
I was gonna guess that.
Amazing. All right. Doing business in the 1800s. Doing business in the 1800s. The first watering hole called this was out west in 1822, adding poker and batwing doors made for a fine business model. Petros.
A saloon?
That is correct for 2 points. I didn't know those were called batwing doors. I always knew them as saloon doors, so that might be why. Doing business in the 1800s. 4 points. How is a mill or mine owner to make a living with laws like the Massachusetts one in 1842 limiting these workers to 10-hour days? How is a mill or mine... Chelsea?
Children.
That is correct. With COVID times, the kids are back to work. We're making them do stuff around the house all the time. Doing business in the 1800s. 6 points. Did that one come through? That screech? Yeah, that was a good one. Doing business in the 1800s. In Britain, a pound equaled 20 shillings. This gold coin, named for a region of Africa, equaled, Merle?
The guinea.
The guinea is correct for 6 points. 76 to 27 is our score. All right. Early 19th century British textile makers saw their labor-saving machines smashed by these activists. Early 19th century British textile makers saw their labor-saving machines smashed by these activists. Aaron?
The Luddites?
That is correct. Has anyone watched Upload on Amazon?
Amazon. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good.
It's good.
They talk about the Luddites, the Luddites as those who don't want to be uploaded afterwards. All right, let's continue on. 10 points in doing business in the 1800s. Dickens United Metropolitan Improved Hot Muffin and Crumpet Baking and Punctual Delivery Company was a joint this co. Dickens United Metropolitan Improved Hot Muffin and Crumpet Baking. Chelsea?
Nabisco?
That is incorrect, minus 10 points. I'll read it again. So, Dickens United Metropolitan Improved Hot Muffin and Crumpet Baking and Punctual Delivery Company was a joint this.
Yeah, nothing like joint venture. But
Joint venture is the
But
only thing that,
I'd say let's not. Let's.
No.
yeah, so let's pass.
The
Yeah,
answer is you're on the right track. A joint stock company. A
Okay.
joint stock company.
Sure.
African American women. African American women will close out our Jeopardy categories here. 84-17, still enough points to make a comeback. 2 points. Rewards totaling over $10,000 were reportedly offered for the capture of this woman called the Moses of her people. Misha.
Harriet Tubman.
That is correct for 2 points. Make my life easier. Okay. For 4 points, African American women. After a 166-day confirmation process, she succeeded Eric Holder in a government job. After a 166-day confirmation process, she succeeded Eric Holder. Merle?
Loretta Lynch.
That is correct for 4 points. African American women for 6. This singer entertained us from the 1930s into the 90s. Enjoy some of her genius now. I can't use this one because it's an audio clue. They didn't say it was an audio clue. All right. We go to it's Ella Fitzgerald. Ella Fitzgerald was who they were talking about. On the periodic table. On the periodic table. For 6 points. You might need an RN if you're exposed to too much of this noble gas. Misha.
Radon.
You see what they did there? Yeah, you see what they did. All right, radon is the correct answer. Back to African American women.
I think I'm out on this one, right? I'm out on
correct.
this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
African American women for 8 points. In 1995, decades after the assassination of her husband Medgar, she became head of the NAACP. In 1995, decades after the assassination of her husband Medgar, MEDGAR, she became the head of the NAACP. 5, 4, 3, RW.
Given that we're down so much, if I just say Evers, is that good enough to get the answer?
That is not good enough to get the answer. I thought someone might buzz in and try to do that, but do you have a guess?
I don't know. I don't know Mr. Evers' wife.
Oh, Mrs. Evers. Mrs. Evers is my answer. I will say minus 8 points. That brings you to what? 11? No, 9. Okay. All right. Petros, pass or play. In 1995, decades after the assassination of her husband Medgar, she became the head of the NAACP.
So familiar, but I'm not coming up with any name.
I don't know.
Pass.
Merle, Aaron, yeah, we're passing.
It's so amazing that you just said her name, basically. It's Myrlie. You said Merle, E. I think we should keep going. So, Myrlie. It might, Myrlei. So, that's funny. And what's up? What's up? What's up? What's the matter?
I can see Evelyn outside.
You can say hi, sure.
She said she wants to see if Sabrina's outside.
No, Sabrina's not outside. The winds are getting rough. Can I finish this? Yeah.
Let's go put it on a show.
All right. 10 points. African American women. Last name of New York Congresswomen. Sorry, start over. Last name of New York Congresswoman Shirley, the first African American to mount Merle.
Chisholm.
I actually got to interview her back in college and was one of the most delightful people I ever met in my life. Like, just amazing. Her and Gloria Steinem, I got to talk to in the same day, was mind blowing as a Rutgers student. Yes, Shirley Chisholm to finish this statement, a serious run for president from a major party.
She just got a park.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like, she's an incredible lady to read about. All right, we have our final pub trivia. 96-9 is the score.
Points. We didn't get the. We didn't
What's
get
up,
the 10
Misha?
points. We didn't get the 10 points on that one.
Oh, my fault. There you are. There you are. Well done. Thank you, sir.
If they're getting heavy, we can take them for you.
Right. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. We are happy to hold the crown for you. All right. Let's continue on. 6 points apiece here. The Greek mythical sea creature hippocampus lends its name to what animal's scientific genus? Aaron.
The seahorse.
The seahorse. I had no idea, but now I feel silly because of the way you said that. No,
I'm a marine biologist, so
Right,
that's
right.
why.
Do you have like different things that you do? Like
I dig
like
it. Now I
the
know something
seahorse,
new.
Like the seahorse. Like you have
Exactly.
like that sort of thing. Like yeah, there you go.
I think that was the sequel to What Does the Fox Say, right? That was the dance to What Does the Seahorse Say? The holiday classics Jingle Bell Rock and Santa Baby were first recorded in what decade? The holiday classics Jingle Bell Rock and Santa Baby were first recorded in Petros?
1950s?
That is correct for 6 points. All right. The husband and wife duo of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg made headline. Sorry. I'm going to throw that one out. The iconic phrase, the eagle has landed, is forever linked to what historic event? Misha.
The moon landing.
That is correct for 6 points.
Yeah, but it was fake.
Apollo 11. Apollo 11.
It was
Apollo
fake.
11.
It's
Apollo
about
11
time.
Right. The Apollo 11 conspiracy. Excuse me.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Exactly right. I mean, because it's not round, flat Earth, you fall off. Did you see that tweet? Anybody? It was amazing. Has anyone gotten so crazy with COVID-19? It was in a flat Earth group. The guy made the joke. Has anyone gotten so crazy with COVID-19 they've gone over the edge? Got kicked out of the group for saying it. It's kind of awesome. All right.
What was Bobby Thompson's home run called? When for
the shot across the world.
The shot
I guess.
across the flat plane of
Exactly.
our mortal coil.
Of existence. All right, 3 more to go in this setting. My sister and brother-in-law do this all the time. The impolite act of leaving a social gathering without telling your friends. Aaron.
The Irish goodbye.
The Irish goodbye. Every time they are over, all of a sudden I turn around and they're gone. They're just out the door with their kids or without their kids sometimes. Like sometimes their middle child is just still sitting with me. 2 more to go. The infamous General Napoleon is mentioned in the opening line of what ABBA song? Misha?
Waterloo, I would assume.
That is correct. Good assumption. All right, 5 more to go. The infamous Pat Rack originated in the 50s as a circle of what famous actor's friends? The infamous Pat Rack. Chuck?
I noticed the second time you said it, it wasn't what I thought. I'm going to say Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra is incorrect. The infamous Pat Rack originated in the 50s as a circle of what famous actor's friends?
Like Jerry Lewis or something weird like that, but it's something weird like that, but I don't know.
Because the Rat Pack was like Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., all those guys, right?
But Jerry Lewis is like weirdly associated with these things, but I doubt it. But that was just what sprung to mind.
Do we want to say Jerry Lewis just for giggles?
No, I like our score real high.
Okay, all right. we're gonna pass, Dan.
You'd be incorrect. So the Rat Pack originated when parties were held at Humphrey Bogart's house. And this was the group of people who were his friends. So the Rat Pack was in fact started by Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Yes, Lauren Bacall. All right, 3 more to go. The interjection ahem is meant to imitate the sound of a person makes while doing what? Aaron?
Clearing your throat?
That is correct for 6 points. As we continue on, the Italian word piazza means what? The Italian word piazza means what? 5, 4. Merle.
Plaza.
Plaza, open square, all of them are acceptable. Also, Hall of Fame catcher would have been accepted. All right, fine. Petros caught on. You got there eventually. The Kathy Bates quip, every time an Oscar is given out, an agent gets his wings, plays on a famous line from what film? The Kathy Bates quip, Chelsea.
It's a Wonderful Life.
That is correct. Back up to 9 points. We have a final score, 148-9. A bit of a dominating show here from See, Think, Destroy. They move on to the next round of TPT, Cradle of Trivialization. Well done. Down a person today. Did not muster a win, but well done throughout the tournament. Hope you guys tune in to our next matches. I believe there will be one tomorrow at noon. There's some shuffling of decks. I'm actually taking off, so I will not host. But if not, it'll be next Tuesday. Petros and team, keep an eye out for the scheduling of that next round.
Okay.
So
Okay,
long,
bye.
everybody.
Thank
Good
you.
game, guys.